My name is Elizabeth Werimo from Hosanna Children's Home. I'm 20 years old and I'm in my fourth form. I came to Hosanna at 2011 when I was in Form 2 because I had dropped out of school because of some problems. My mother died when I was a little girl. I was about 7 years of age. So we had I have a small brother who was 2 months old. So my mother told me to carry the baby, go to a certain boyfriend that she had, and tell him he be buying the baby's milk. So she has hanged herself. I gave my mother the rope myself, and she hanged myself when I was there. It was so painful because I witnessed the death of my mom. Now, when she had told me when I see that she's not moving her hands, her legs, so now I should walk out. Just gave her the rope, stayed there, waited. Now when I saw she's not moving, that's when I went out to say the story. That I realized later that she had hanged herself and died, but at that time I had no knowledge of knowing that she's dead. So I was left in the care of my grandmom. I just led with a lot of problems, going to school barefooted, and when I was in Form 2, I dropped out of school because of lack of school fees. So one day I thought somebody told me that if you can go to Hosanna, they can offer you a job. I had dropped out of school when I was in Form 2, and now I went to Hosanna. Okay, I have a kid. I got a kid when I was in Form 2. Because of just problems of seeking. Now you are in problem of getting money. So when you go to a certain man, he just want to, you have to give a hand of thanks. So that's how I got pregnant. I got a baby boy. Now when I suffered so much, I said, let me go to Hosanna, and because a certain mother had helped me to know it and leave my baby there. So I was coming to Hosanna to dump my child here, because I could not be able to bring him up, and he was fatherless, so I could not be able to bring him up without education. I was so young because I got my son when I was 17 years of age. So I came. I was staying before then. I was staying with my relative. One of my relatives, he was so mistreating, because when I was in class 1, if I could come home when my school uniform was dirty, he could just lift me up like this and then fall me down. So I got a dislocation of my bone. My heart got broken. He did not take me to hospital, so it stayed like that, unable, like somehow disabled. And I stayed like that. When I disclosed this to one of my teachers, the school that I had, he offered to take me to hospital, and I was taken to the hospital. But the bill was so high because at Kikuth, by then they were asking 20,000. 20,000 was a lot of money by then. So I stayed with my hand with the dislocation. It could not move. It was rotting my right hand. So when I came to Hosanna to dump my child here, I met people who were so loving. I just cried my heart out to them, because when that mom talked to me and asked me about my life, I just started to cry. I cried my heart out. I told her all my problems, and she told me she will offer me a job. So I was employed at Hosanna to be washing for the small kids the home clothes. But I could just cry my heart out and tell God, I'm just a house help. I'm washing clothes for those children that are studying, yet they are of my age. I ought to be studying too. So one day, the manager told me, Elizabeth, can you like to go back to school? And I was so joyful to know that at least I would pursue my career. And I told him, yeah, I'm ready to go back to school. I was taken back to school in Form 2, so I quitted the job. I just worked for 1 month. Now I am in Form 4. My son is in PP2. He's also staying in Hosanna Children's Home. Now I'm in Form 4. I'm working to my level best. I lead in school, and I know what I've gone to get there. So last time I had a B. I'm just praying God to reward the work of my hands, because my career is to pursue medicine or mass communication, anything to do with medicine or in that line, so that at least in my near future I can support a needy person. I can be of help to those needy people. They are outside, so my desire is to help that person that will be so much in need. I believe I'm going far. Hosanna has made me to know God. I'm saved. I love God so much for the care that He has taken unto me, and I'm grateful. And okay, not forgetting that Hosanna took me to hospital because of my hand. My right hand was rotting. It had, when I got the dislocation, now where the bone had dislocated, it was rotting. So at December 2011, I was taken to Kikuyu Hospital. It cost more than 50,000 to be treated. So I went under an operation here. I've been operated, just a small one. And my heart now is getting better, and it can do work, because there before my heart could not work. But now, because of Hosanna, the support they have given unto me, my hand is strong, and I thank God, because I was walking somehow like watu walikuwa wanaona swag, but it was not, because my hand had somehow uplifted itself like that. But now I'm healed, and I thank God because of the support that Hosanna has given us. So I'm praying God that if He can just give me a donor who will see me through my courage, I can be so thankful and touch the lives of those people that are so needy there outside. I'm grateful for Hosanna.